What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder predicts a first-round knockout of Luis King Kong Ortiz on their second rematch clash on the day. Now, I know Deontay, and I understand why. His expectations are high because this is what he did to Stiverne. He knocked out Stiverne in one round. He did not play around with him. It was almost like a reckoning. You know, I can't say that that particular fight wasn't warranted because Stiverne talked a lot of shit. You know what I mean? He talked the type of shit that people criticize Deontay Wilder for talking now. Talking about deaths in the ring and I'm ready to kill you and all this, that, and the other. And the funny thing about Wilder at that point, Wilder sit there in that press conference, listened to all that shit, and took it in as energy. He took all the negative energy and turned it into positive energy. Went out there on the night and had a quick night. Knocked this guy out in the first round, and it was viral. But of course it was. But it was warranted because this guy talked a lot of shit. Okay. Comparing this to his expectations of knocking out Luis Ortiz. It's possible. But I don't think it would be one round. Will it be earlier than round 10? You know, I would bet, if I was a betting man, I would say so. But round 1, no. Why? Because you can't compare someone with the pedigree of Ortiz to Stiverne. Stiverne is that guy. He was a heavy-hitting guy, but who the fuck was he? You know, he was like the first time that Deontay Wilder remotely stepped up in class. But what step did he take to get to Stiverne's level? Okay? That's the question you ask yourself. Not very high. He probably took one step up. Oh, then there's the level that Stiverne's on. All right? And I think he was less cautious of Stiverne's power and more focused on knocking him out due to all the talk. But for him saying, I expect a first round knockout of Luis Ortiz, I think he could put himself in trouble. You know, nothing wrong with confidence. But one thing you have to understand about your intentions. This guy has boxing gloves just like you. This guy hurt you in the last fight also. So when you talk about fighters that have already defeated these fighters, which, you know, you swore this was a rematch clause Ortiz had, but, you know, luckily for him, he's a chosen one again. Now, Wilder better be careful on what he thinks he can do, because I guess he feels he can do it earlier. But dealing with somebody that can also hurt you, you can put yourself in trouble. It reminds me of Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao lost to Timothy Bradley. Manny Pacquiao wanted to fight Marquez, and he agreed to fight Marquez again for the 4th time. And he went out there trying to knock out Marquez. You guys remember that was one hell of a fight, 6 rounds, right? And Pacquiao was knocked down for the first time against Marquez in his career, or these guys' series of times fighting each other. He drops Marquez in the 5th. He gets knocked out viciously in the 6th. Where am I going with this? History repeats itself. Deontay Wilder wants to right his wrong, and he says he's going to have a first-round knockout. If he can land the right, that might be the possible thing. But if he goes out there expecting a first-round knockout, that may put him at risk of doing something stupid, right, or premature, and he could put himself in a situation based on the amount of time that he already promised himself and other people that he would knock him out in one round and put himself in danger to get knocked out. Because remember, Ortiz is a counterpuncher. He's a counterpuncher. This guy is not, if you do something with Ortiz and you give him any opportunity to show that hole, right, of opportunity, he's going to take it. And he showed him. And so Wilder better be careful saying, hey, I want a first round knockout, didn't get forced and pressured into knocking this guy out in one round and ends up getting knocked out. So that could be one of those situations, and that could change everything. Because again, history repeats itself. But those are the words of Deontay Wilder. You guys tell me what you think about his comments. Of course, by Counterpunch. Please subscribe. And you guys have been counterpunched. Peace.